This hour. It is a pleasure to have you in. A lot of political things going on last night. The country is changing and moving, and Joy Taylor is joining us, and we're not moving. We're just sitting here today where we always are. It is my birthday, and Joy got me cookies.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You talked a lot about oatmeal raisin cookies during the holidays.
And you're a good listener.
I am. I'm very good with gifts like that.
You're very good.
Pay attention to
I
the
learn
details.
things about you every day.
You're a complicated person. Very complex.
Yes. So something happened yesterday to Baker Mayfield, and I will say it's not ideal. I mean, let's be honest. It's not ideal. Kevin Stefanski won't be on the sidelines, his head coach, play caller, and they'll be missing a really, really good guard and a backup receiver. It's not ideal. But let's not make any excuses. Baker gets rolled this weekend. He is officially a game manager, not a franchise quarterback. You know the difference, right? Game manager is everything's perfect for you, and you can win games. Case Keenum. Let's start with he's missing Kevin Stefanski. Sean Payton may be the best play caller in the NFL. It's funny, they didn't work as well with Taysom Hill as they did with Drew Brees. Kyle Shanahan's probably the second best play caller in the NFL. He is 7-27 in the NFL when Jimmy Garoppolo's not playing. Josh McDaniels, that guy can call plays. It's funny, they didn't work well this year without Brady. The quarterback drives the bus on that, not the play caller. Bill Walsh's plays, the great Bill Walsh's plays, were never quite as crisp outside of Joe Montana. Well, he's missing a top guard. Aaron Rodgers this year didn't have David Bakhtiari, the best pass-blocking left tackle, for several games, 4 or 5. He threw for 15 touchdowns and no picks. This past weekend, they didn't have David Bakhtiari against the Bears' pass rush and defense. He had 4 touchdowns, no picks, 79% completion percentage, 148 passer rating. Patrick Mahomes has not had Mitchell Schwartz, a Pro Bowl offensive lineman, since week 6. He's not lost a game. Think Josh Allen would unravel because he's missing a wide receiver who's a backup and a guard? By the way, Lamar Jackson's missing the best pure left tackle in football, Ronnie Stanley. He's actually gotten better without him. That's because Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, they're franchise quarterbacks. They're not game managers. See, because the world's not ideal. This is the way it works in the NFL. You play in crappy weather. Oh, Baker did a couple of times in Cleveland. They couldn't score. You're missing a left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, David Bakhtiari. You're missing a star receiver. Sometimes with COVID, you miss a coach. Baker, no excuses. You get rolled, you're a game manager. I don't want to hear about a backup wide receiver and a guard. The other advantage Cleveland has here is Stefanski. They got 5 days prep for this. So the quarterback coach, who's been around, really good quarterback coach, been around the NFL for over a decade, is going to call plays. The first 12 to 15 will be scripted. Those are the play calls. That's what the late Bill Walsh did. He scripted the first 12 to 15 plays, so the Niners played with a lead. Games are different when you play with a lead. Ask Lamar Jackson. Great player, better with a lead than trailing. All quarterbacks, we've looked it up, done this topic, are better with a lead than trailing. And the first 12 to 15, Stefanski, Van Pelt, they'll be scripted. And then play calling's completely, utterly overrated. The other break the Browns get, they're playing the Steelers. There's no tricks here. Play calling's not winning the game. Players are winning the game. That's why the Steelers gave Big Ben and T.J. Watt the day off. Their best players. They probably will run 75% of the same plays they ran last week, and so will the Browns. The Vegas line moved a point for missing Kevin Stefanski, the best guard Cleveland has, and a backup wide receiver. I don't want to hear about the excuses. I'm seeing all these built-in excuses. Josh Allen would not completely unravel if Sean McDermott wasn't on the sidelines. He was missing a guard and a backup wide receiver. He would still be 6'6", move elegantly with a shotgun arm and an unbelievable amount of quarterback confidence. Maybe a play or two that wasn't as keen, wasn't as perfectly timed. But if Baker gets rolled, everybody in this league, Case Keenum, when everything's perfect, when everything's ideal, can win games and playoff games. Let's see you go do it. Go be a leader.